Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Stephen Colbert.
I'm sorry, I was told this was an appearance. I didn't realize I had to talk. Who here has been to Bali? Anyone? Has anyone been to Bali? They have a wonderful forest there, and when I'm on vacation, I run a very profitable army of extortion monkeys. I'll say one thing about these monkeys, they have grit. They focus on the goal and they achieve it. Whether it's to steal your bananas or bite your finger off, they have grit. Sometimes they actually throw their grit at each other or you. Obviously, it's not getting them invited to dinner parties, but as we learned earlier, that doesn't get you a job. Good evening. I am Stephen Colbert. I'm thrilled to be here today to promote my new secure data service, CloudFog. If you haven't seen our booth here, that means the firewall is working. But first, I want to thank all of you for inviting me to address this gathering of the best cryptographers in the world. Let me begin by saying 0110 1000011011001. And I mean that. No, I'm something of a cryptographer myself in that I have LifeLock. I'm pretty sure the NSA can't crack that one yet. They have to catch that little lock on its little legs there, and it's pretty fast. But all of you here are truly the expert hackers. You're the ones on TV shows and movies who look at the computer terminals and somehow have the numbers and letters projected right onto your face. Many of you are such advanced cybermancers that you might not even be here right now. You're probably deep in the Matrix, wearing skin-tight leather outfits, dancing at a subterranean rave orgy. I have got to get on those invitation lists. Anyway, to those few of you here today who are not holographic avatars, welcome. Let me be the last to welcome you to RSA Conference. First, just a little thank you. Thank you, grandfather. First, a little background on the conference today. RSA Conference is, quote, where the world talks security. Although if you're really serious about security, why are you talking? Because remember the first rule of RSA Conference, while you're quoting Fight Club, someone is hacking you. Now, the RSA developed RSA Conference in 1991 as a forum for cryptographers. I can't even say the word, that's how well you've encrypted it. Cryptographers to gather, talk shop, and I assume breed with one another. Of course, officially, that's called exchanging private keys. And if you're attending this conference, it is your business to prevent security breaches. And that means learning enough about hacks, exploits, and leaks to scare your clients into hiring you again next year. Good luck with that. And I'm sure you can do it because this is the premier forum where security professionals gather to learn about the latest, most bleeding edge technology that the NSA had 5 years ago. They've got some good new stuff. Yeah, reading newspapers. They can do more than just intercept calls or siphon information off of your servers. They can hack a Bluetooth headset to hack your coffee cup to remove all the caffeine. And I don't have to tell you, that would destroy your industry as we know it. Now, while this RSA is going on, the NSA is holding a parallel conference to spy on your conference. Actually, they have it every weekend and every weekday. And it's technically not a conference, it's just two guys wearing headphones in a windowless van parked out front. Hey, Colbert's talking about us. Did he mention me? Shut up, Tad, I can't hear. There'll be more mine later. And today I'm proud to close out a series of keynote speakers whose depth and wisdom are matched only my ability to read their Wikipedia pages on the flight out here. First, and I thought this was remarkable, in a year where it was absolutely vital to put distance between RSA and domestic government surveillance, congratulations to whoever booked the director of the FBI. It was an honor to have you, Director Comey. Now, please don't tell anyone you were here. In his speech, Director Comey said one thing I actually found particularly meaningful, and I want to make sure that I get this correctly. He said, quote, "Some have suggested there is an inherent conflict between protecting national security and preserving privacy and civil liberties. I disagree. At our best, we are looking for security measures that enhance liberty." Well said, Director. And I am sure that under enhanced liberty, you can have all the privacy you want. Just like under enhanced interrogation, you can breathe all the water you want. Is he already going out to the van out front? Welcome, Director. The pea jug's in the corner. I told you there'd be more mine. The conference also welcomed Nawaf Pitar of Juniper Networks, who told us why the next world war will be fought in Silicon Valley, which is great news for all of us who've been hoping for some more casualties there. Then there was Scott Charney, Corporate Vice President of Trustworthy Computing in Microsoft. That's right, trustworthy computing. Not everyone can book a speaker from an Orwellian dystopia. I look forward to next year's speech from the Executive Director of Sweet Dreams Euthanasia Clinic Incorporated. Of course, the elephant in the room is that I was asked not to come speak here. That came as something of a shock to me. Normally, I'm asked not to be somewhere only after I've spoken. Here's what happened in a nutshell. In December, Reuters reported, without, as far as I can tell, supporting documentation, that RSA accepted $10 million from the NSA to promote a flawed crypto standard based on a weak random number generator. And as we all know, in cryptography, a strong random number generator is absolutely essential. And they should have come to me. At CloudFog, we used an advanced polyhedral extruded polymer input cell. From 1 to 20. And if you roll it twice, it can do percentages. Like this. I can... Damn it, I didn't save against fire. Okay. Double damage on my orc mage. Now, in response to this report, RSA claimed that they promoted the supposedly compromised number generator 2 years before the alleged NSA payoff, which for me totally exonerated RSA, at least until Ed Snowden reveals the NSA has been wiring money through time. Now, a lot of people, maybe some in this room, were upset to learn that I'd be speaking here today. Many of you see me as a champion of privacy, which I know because I've read your emails. There was even, this is true, there was even a widely reported petition urging me to boycott the conference. But I came for 3 reasons. 1, as a freedom lover, I do not engage in boycotts. I eat Iranian apricots, I smoke Cuban cigars, and I snort North Korean meth. Not because I want to, because it's the right thing to do. 2, I looked at the signatures on the online petition, then I looked at the signature, my signature, on the bottom of the contract saying I would be here today, and my conscience was clear. as long as the check clears. Well, it's not actually a check. They gave me a Bitcoin voucher from Mt. Gox. And 3, it wouldn't really have been fair for me to boycott this conference. Because when it comes to companies accused of playing footsie with the NSA, there's not a lot of room under the table anymore because of all the feetsies. The NSA has been linked to Apple, Microsoft, Verizon, and Yahoo. And yes, Yahoo said they refused to cooperate until they were forced to, but that's how everyone feels about using Yahoo. Now, personally, I hope RSA took the money. If they didn't, they really should have. I mean, let's face it, these days, all of us have Uncle Sam's hidden cameras up in our junk. Shouldn't someone be getting paid for it? Because you can talk all you want about best security practices and industry standard algorithms and two-factor authentication, none of which I understand. But the fact is, Americans have no expectation of privacy anymore. We just assume that everything we say or do or write or look at and type is being simulcast to a video wall in the NSA steam room / spank bank. At least until Google's done using all that data to show us ads. And we all deserve credit for this new surveillance state that we live in because we, the people, voted for the Patriot Act. Democrats and Republicans alike. We voted for the people who voted for it, and then voted for the people who reauthorized it, and voted for the people who re-reauthorized it. The American people have spoken. You don't chain horses in mid-wiretap. And it's more than just a passive acquiescence on the part of the American people. Americans have proven time and again that they enjoy handing people with no accountability millions and millions of dollars to set up surveillance equipment and record things that really should be private. And I'm not just talking about The Bachelor. Though to the NSA, are we not all one public? Now, thanks to the NSA's blank check from Congress, everything we do and say is now stored in massive data centers the size of 3 football fields. So that airplane hangar-sized building going up outside your town, for once it might not be a Walmart. And I think all these revelations of the far-flung tentacles of the NSA surveillance just prove that when you give someone unlimited budget and no supervision, the results are always fantastic. You know the saying, absolute power succeeds absolutely. And we can trust the NSA because without a doubt, it is history's most powerful, pervasive, sophisticated surveillance agency ever to be totally pwned by a 29-year-old with a thumb drive. I did say that well. Now, one thing that we have learned from Edward Snowden is that the NSA's idea of data security, and this is true, was hiding its secrets in PowerPoint. I assume for an extra layer of camouflage, they put that inside a folder labeled tax stuff, which was inside another folder labeled not porn. You know they really should have used? CloudFog. More on that exciting new product in just a moment. Now, quick show of hands. Who here supports Edward Snowden? Anyone? Okay, now keep your hands up so the cameras can get it. Really? Not many, maybe, I don't know, maybe 50 people, something like that. Really, you 50 people trust a guy who took a pile of top secret intelligence to China and then to Russia. Was Mordor not accepting asylum requests? And I know the Norwegian Assembly gave the guy 30 Nobel Prize nominations, so bravo, or whatever that is in Norwegian. But the guy's practically a war criminal, and I don't understand how they can put him up for the same prize they once gave to Henry Kissinger. Madness. But for those of you out there who believe the NSA went too far, I say you're overreacting. We have solid proof that this program has saved 0 lives. Which is more than I can say for our drone program, and no one's asking me to boycott the Lockheed Martin invention. Remember, the NSA surveillance is designed to root out terrorists. It shouldn't bother you if you're not hiding anything. And since nothing can be hidden from the NSA, nothing is bothering you. I'll let that sink in. And really, at the end of the day, is it such a big deal if the NSA has access to our computers or our smartphones or our tablets or our landlines or our office fax machines or our ham radios or our beepers or our parking meters or our microwaves or our answering machines or our 8-track players or our Pink Floyd laser light shows or our theremins or our electronic birthday cards or our speak and spells, our magnetic health bracelets, our Zambonis, our player pianos, our souvenir elongation penny machine. You know what, it might just be easier if I just list the things we're pretty sure they're not using to spy on us. Bricks made before 1952. And that's it. No matter how angry you get, keep in mind that the NSA is just looking out for us. And not just in this world. This is a true story. They're also conducting surveillance in World of Warcraft. Because chasing terrorists with a laser-guided drone is good. It's even better with a heat-seeking hippogriff. The World of Warcraft surveillance, this is true, cost hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it was well invested on personnel, on monitoring, and on Damron's Belch of Darkness. Amazingly, all the negative publicity hasn't had any effect on NSA recruitment. They're still getting a lot of resumes, some of which were sent to them. But ladies and gentlemen, I did not come here just to cash a big check or defend the NSA, who may or may not have also given me a big check. I also came here as a vendor. So I'd like to talk to you for a moment about my new data security venture, CloudFog. Part cloud, part fog. All security. Moving your business to the cloud? We've got the fog. Got some fog in your hands? Let's put that in the cloud. We take a novel, horizontal approach to vertical socket encryption. The result can only be described as diagonal. Most importantly, CloudFog is a fully Croisened system. And I want to tell you, if you're not Croisening your data, you might as well just give it away. And I would invite you to ask me about CloudFog after the talk, but that would be considered a security breach. If you become a CloudFog pioneer, you will learn nothing of the true nature of CloudFog. But you know what we say at CloudFog? Thanks to CloudFog, you don't. Again, that's CloudFog. From the team that brought you Cloud Sky, Fire Cloud, and every other possible permutation of the words Cloud, Fire, Sky, and Cloud. Now, please enjoy the remaining 30 seconds of my speech, which will consist mostly of applause. Thank you very much. Now, it's my understanding that we're going to take a few questions. So there's some microphones in the aisles here. And no doubt those people getting up to leave are actually racing for the mics.